guys, as you can see from the title, this is a fragrance review on L'Homme, and this is a different fragrance review. A lot of my subscribers know that I've already reviewed L'Homme. It was my second video on YouTube ever back in 2009, right after Le Male. And I like to do this every so often to just renew a review, just because those are fragrance reviews that I did like way back when, and my reviewing style has changed quite a bit since those few videos. Definitely my presence on camera was almost shy-like. So let's take a look first of all and see the original video. I'm just going to post little clips here and there, and then we're going to get to the new extensive review. So let's take a look at old Mark reviewing L'Homme by Yves Saint Laurent.
Hey guys, Mark here. I'm doing my second fragrance review. If you haven't checked out my first one, it is on Le Male par Jean-Paul Gaultier. Please check that out if you haven't seen it. All the other people that did see it and gave me some comments, thank you very much. Now what I'm going to do is review L'Homme par Yves Saint Laurent. Here's the bottle. I believe once you do use it quite a few times, there's actually some substance in L'Homme that a lot of people overlook when they first do use it. So all in all, Yves Saint Laurent's Homme, I would rate it 9 out of 10. I would give it as one of my top fragrances. I'd probably put it right behind Le Male. So it would be number 2 right now on my list.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Calm down, Tiger. Number 2 under Le Male? Are you serious? As you can see, my taste has changed since 2009, and I'm happy that we're going to do an updated version of fragrance review on L'Homme by Yves Saint Laurent. So enough chatter. We've seen the old videos, some clips here. Let's get to the new fragrance review on L'Homme by Yves Saint Laurent. So let's take a look at the fragrance, the bottle. Now this is one of the bottles that I actually don't own a box of. One of not too many. There's your YSL on the cap. Very heavy cap. Very nicely done. Sprayer works amazingly. No problems there. As you can see, L'Homme right here. So no box, unfortunately, for this one. Flankers, of course, you know about L'Ennemi de l'Homme. I'm sure everybody knows. If you're on my channel, you know about that one. And there is a L'Homme d'été. And of course, L'Ennemi just came out with a perfume edition, which I definitely need to get my hands on. So let's get to it. L'Homme by Yves Saint Laurent. There is a different bottle, just to let you guys know. There's a different design on a bottle that won't look like this. It almost looks like a cylinder, and it's a newly designed bottle by Jean Nouvel, and I believe I posted a picture of it on the intro of this video, so you can just rewind if you want to see that bottle with the cylinder. Same juice, just different bottle. I think the cap's at the bottom and then the cylinder, the juice comes up. So as far as bottle sizes, this thing is bottle sizes galore. 1.3 ounce, 2 ounce, the 3.4, which is this guy right here, and we got the deluxe edition, 6.6 ounce of L'Homme. Pricing $40 to $100. So this one I don't think is going to hit bargain bins. It's the top seller for YSL at the moment. If you look in the past like 3-4 years, this one has been selling like hotcakes. So pricing probably won't go down. Your discounter might have this discounted a little bit from the pricing that I just named. So keep an eye out for that. This one hit the shelves in 2006. It actually has won a few awards on my channel. When I first started, I made a top 10 fall fragrances for 2009. This one made the number 2 slot. And then again in spring 2010, it made the number 7 slot. So as you can see, this is going to be a great fall and spring fragrance, one of my favorites in those seasons. Group, this is an oriental spicy fragrance. You're going to get some freshness in here, some florals, some woods, some spice, a little bit of everything. I think this has a little bit of every type of genre. Parfumier, this is the 3-headed monster that has also done L'Ennemi de l'Homme, and Flippo, Pierre Wagny, and Dominique Ropillon. So I'm happy that the 3-headed monster also did L'Ennemi. I like when they continue the additions with the same perfumiers. Recommended age, I really think L'Homme is for everybody. There is a lot of notes in here, great for older gentlemen, but there is also some sweetness in here, some fruitiness for the younger guys. Maybe for teenagers this might be a little too grown up for you, but it would be a great starter fragrance. I'll tell you that right now. Once you grow up, you'll actually grow up with this fragrance and actually really enjoy it. How many sprays and wear? Now this one is a tricky one because it's an all-season fragrance. Personally, I think you can wear it all year round. Just less sprays in the summer because it can get cloying, and in the winter put a little bit more because there's longevity and projection problems with this guy. I go in the fall, I go usually 2 on the chest. I go more than 1, 2 on the neck, 1 on each side, and 1 on each arm. Definitely that's the best way of wearing it. Usually in the fall, the colder months, and then when it starts warming up, try to take out a couple sprays here and there. Now let's take a look at the notes. The top notes, we got ginger, citron, ozone, and then in the mid we got white pepper, violet leaf, and basil flower. And then in the base we got Haitian vetiver, cedar, tonka bean, and sandalwood. So the main players in this fragrance, right away I'm going to tell you guys, this is a ginger-based fragrance with tonka bean. Definitely a lot of tonka bean that will give you that sweetness in this fragrance. So the top notes on this fragrance really get you. Definitely for me, this is what made me fall in love with them right away. And as you can see in my old video, I really love this fragrance. So the top notes will get your attention right away. Now this is of course YSL's modern mass appeal fragrance, since YSL is actually known for unique and daring scents. Think Kouros, M7, Rive Gauche, definitely fragrances that's not for everybody, very daring and unique. This one's a mass appeal. Let's sell some fragrances, and it worked. This is definitely a mass appeal. Everybody really definitely likes this. There might be a few haters here and there, but most of the time this is a top seller, so a lot of people enjoy it. It gave me a fresh fragrance with a slight hint of warm notes to make this really ultra versatile, so it's great for any season. Think summer, winter, fall, spring, anything. Definitely has a little bit of everything in it. This is an ultra modern feeling to it. Most of these new releases starting to give out these type of notes. Think about 1 Million, the sweetness in there. It's almost like a metrosexual fragrance, almost feminine. When I smelled this on paper, I tried it on paper for this review, which I didn't do in my earlier reviews, and it gave me like a perfumey vibe, a feminine vibe, and that's where a lot of people are getting that on their skin, which is quite unique. I did not get any of that on my skin. It doesn't give me like a feminine vibe, a little bit, but not as outright as it was on the paper. Definitely my wife, I was like, smell this. This totally smells different from my skin, and she's like, yeah, it smells like a woman's perfume. So I could see when some people are saying that. So this is definitely a fragrance that you have to try on your skin. You have to. You're going to get different things. It's a great alternative from the aquatics in the summer. It's something different. Now let's waste the spray, and I'm going to tell you guys what this smells like. Really nice, invigorating. You can already smell the citrus in this. Alright, so like I said, citrus opening with ginger. They're basically half and half on this here. And it's sweet, but fresh at the same time. The citrus actually goes away pretty quickly on this, on my skin. And it gives the ginger center stage. It goes, here you go. You have the keys to the house. You go. So ginger is center stage. And also I felt something new in this one from my previous review that I did not catch. It almost has a fruity feeling with the ginger, almost like a dark apple vibe. I had an apple vibe. Think kind of like Boss Bottled. That apple vibe type of thing, like a darker apple. Nicely done though. It has a fruity accord to it, which I did not catch the first time. So it's nice to see that I found new things in and I really enjoy this fragrance because of that. It's giving me different vibes here and there. Now in the mid, the ginger is still center stage, guys. The floral violet leaf comes in, almost giving it a green vibe, and the herbal basil comes in also. The sweetness starts peeking through, which is of course the tonka bean, which is very heavy in this fragrance. Once the ginger kind of goes away, it kind of gives the keys to the house to the tonka and says, here, you're the master of the house now. And that of course continues to linger in the mid. And I almost got like a cinnamon vibe, like I named it in my first video, almost like a cinnamon vibe, and the apple and the cinnamon in the mid kind of meshed together, and it almost felt like an apple cider feel. I don't know why, but I felt it like a cinnamon, apple cider. Alright, in the base, basically the gist of it is an oriental amber dry down. We got the sweet tonka bean coming in with the vanilla kind of feeling. The woods warm things up a little bit, but they're very muted. Nothing in this is really up in your face. It's very almost like transparent, really mellow. Not as transparent as like a summer fragrance, a citrus. Has a little oomph to it, but not too much. It keeps it toned down. And I also noticed something I missed in the first video, the vetiver. The vetiver in this is not prominent, but it's there. And it almost gave it like a smokiness. And I swear I got a hint of musk at the end of this fragrance once it was ending. Even though there is no musk in the note breakdown, I definitely felt it. So basically this one is very well balanced. Everything works together, meshes together really well. I didn't feel like I was wearing something different from each stage of the fragrance. Great for a signature scent. Totally recommend this as a signature scent. Can be used for classy events and casual events alike. It's that versatile. Non-offensive, versatile, safe, well balanced, elegant. You pick your choice. It's almost anything. You'll always find depth in this one if you really look into it. A lot of people don't give this guy a chance. They smell it, they go boring, synthetic, I'm done with it, they leave it. No, give it a chance. If you have to get 8 samples of this, get it. Give it a chance. Just keep wearing it, and you'll see within like a year of wearing it, you'll find like different things, and it'll keep you entertained. Now it's a great starter into the YSL line. If you don't own any Yves Saint Laurent, you're like, where do I start? Start here. This is the safest one out of the whole bunch. Then you can start branching into the ones that are a little different, a little unique, like the M7s and the Yves Gauches. So definitely a great starter in the YSL line. And this is of course the safest YSL frag in the lineup. Personally, I think this is the safest. You could say Live Jazz is pretty safe also, but I think this is the safest one out of the whole shebang. Why would you hate this fragrance? Alright, let's go with what base notes goes with. Boring, generic, feminine, perfumey, too much sweetness, longevity and projection, blow. That's basically what base notes names this fragrance. Now, I could see this, the feminine, the sweetness, yes. The longevity and projection, yes. Longevity, I get more than most. You definitely have to give it a chance. Projection, spot on. This thing doesn't jump off your skin that much. So definitely, if you're in love with longevity and projection in your fragrances, this is probably not for you. It's not that great in those categories. I don't think it's boring or generic, but that's my personal opinion. One word to describe this fragrance, I really think it's classy in its own way. Bottles. If you really like ginger in the one of Dolce & Gabbana, you're going to like the ginger in this. Both gingers are almost alike. Another Dolce & Gabbana that reminds me of this is their Pour Homme, the classic. This is really a toned down Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme with a lot of things missing. But either way, it's very much a safe Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme, I would say. Dior Homme. If you enjoyed Dior Homme, I think this is definitely up your alley. Creed Himalaya almost had that, I'm not saying this smells like Creed Himalaya, but almost had like that toned down vibe that you could almost wear it almost any season, that type of feeling. And Boss Bottled, I really felt like the apple in this and the spice in both these fragrances meshed really well together with the apple. When I close my eyes, this fragrance reminds me of easy drinking apple cider. It reminded me of apple cider on a cold night, fall night, sorry. And when the first leaves start falling, when it just starts getting that cool that the leaves start falling, apple cider, definitely. Best time to wear this fragrance, easy again. I think in the fall, if you're dressed up, going to a nice dinner or something like that, perfect. Perfect. Compliment factor, this one is excellent. Just like La Nuit de l'Homme, I think La Nuit de l'Homme garners a little more compliments, especially from the older ladies. But this one, I think overall compliment factor, excellent. Very nice. I've got compliments galore. The wife loves it. Perfect. I didn't hear anything bad since wearing this. my 2 cents on this fragrance. I guess a lot of people want to know, is this still my number 2 behind Le Male? No, it's not. But this is, to me now, since my taste has changed, I really like exotic fragrances that I can only wear in certain situations. This one kind of reminds me of the Chanel line, you know, your trick of all trades. One of those safe fragrances that you wear almost all the time. Swiss Army knife. Think about that. So if I lost all my bottles in my collection, which kind of scares me, but if I did, and I only had budget for one fragrance, and I had to wear that fragrance for a year, and then I could get all my bottles back, this would probably be the fragrance I'd be wearing. It's safe, pleasant, quality. It reminds me of a Chanel fragrance, but with a little more kick to it. I really enjoy this fragrance, and it's still one of my top fragrances of all time. No doubt about it. Buy, try, or pass. This is a definite try. Reason why is I see a lot of people not liking this for a lot of reasons. For me, this is a definite buy, but that's personally for me. So I'm going to recommend this as a try. So this is my new fragrance review on L'Homme by Yves Saint Laurent. And let's get to the rating system and see. It got a 9 in my old video, 9 out of 10 overall score. Let's see if it holds at number 9. See you guys later. Alright guys, let's give L'Homme its new rating. First of all, projection, I'm going to give it 6 bottles out of 10. It isn't the best projecting fragrance on the market. It sticks to the skin. Scent cloud for 2 hours at most. Longevity, I'm going to give it 7 bottles out of 10. I give or take any season, 6 to 8 hours. Above average for longevity. Versatility, this is a 10 out of 10. Mr. Versatile, anytime, any day, any season, you name it, it goes. Overall smell, I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. It's a great ginger tonka bean combo. Now, those are the main accords. A little bit of like an apple cider feel with it. So very, very nice overall smell. Seasons, of course, all year round. I really think this is a fall and spring fragrance. It's versatile as hell. It's a great scent, and the longevity and projection does hurt its score, but it's going to maintain that 9 out of 10 overall. Still one of my favorites after a year and a half.